On live.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of Behind the Bricks. We have myself and Darth Master 52,
Hi.
and today we're gonna be talking about a lot of epic and cool stuff like Shang-Chi, Suicide Squad, and of course the cringiest Lego Con ever in history, even though there
LegoCon,
has
man.
just been one.
I've watched one LegoCon. I didn't even watch the full LegoCon. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Virtual made it. Let's go.
let's go,
Virtual finally made it. Epic.
Greco. Is my thing
Oh,
playing? What's my thing not playing? I'm trying to open the stream here on my phone. Just want to check the chat. It's not starting for some reason, but it's fine. Yeah, so this is gonna be probably a quick episode because we checked and we don't have that many things to talk about, surprisingly.
let's
But yeah,
start up. Let's start up with a movie review from me. All right. Super. It's kind of cringe and doesn't watch DC animated stuff. Okay, I haven't watched the DC universe animated stuff. So, but yeah. There's this new movie that just came out, and luckily we're here to talk about it. And it's Batman: The Long Halloween. I did watch it. I did buy the DVD.
oh, it
Um,
just came out. Cool.
yeah. It was. It came out July 22nd. It's $15 at Walmart. I'm pretty sure. So DVDs are dirt cheap now. Um, it was pretty good. Jensen Ackles was surprisingly a good Batman. I liked it, and is it good for someone who hasn't read the Comic, I guess it is. Yeah, I guess it is. But I just wonder if the voice acting was by Kevin Conroy, all these other voices, because the Catwoman voice actor wasn't that good at all. She didn't sound anything interesting. She didn't sound interesting. Um, So yeah, Catwoman was just kind of there, just kind of bland. Um, Harvey was pretty good, pretty good. Gordon, I liked Gordon in the movie. It was nice, but I could probably put up this spoiler banner. But if you read the comic, by the way, if you guys don't know how spoiler banners work with us, if you have not seen the thing and you do not wish for spoilers, put the stream on mute, and when you see the banner go away, you will know to come back. So here's my spoiler quick review of Batman: The Long Halloween. Okay, so basically the movie is holiday killers killing people, and the one thing I wish it did was focus more on the holiday killer. It didn't focus enough on the character. He shot like 3 guys, and that was it. Like it was mostly just about him trying to stop the Joker. A lot of it, and it wasn't. It, yeah, it was.
Superman Arkham.
Yeah, it was just that. It didn't really feel anything like the Long Halloween, I guess, if you can say. It just felt like Batman versus his rogues, but there wasn't even really any detective work either. Like that's what the Long Halloween is famous for. The Batman is detective work, and there was barely none in there. So, you know, it was kind of like that. But and he was also facing against some like foreign gang for some reason. So yeah, like that too. But it does have an issue, like it didn't focus enough on the holiday killer and stuff. But was the movie that bad? Nah, the movie was just fine, honestly, but just kind of a letdown for such a big Batman comic. Yeah, but we don't know. We have to watch part two. I hope part two makes it better. And after when part two comes out, we'll be able to judge it. But part one on its own, it was all right. That's it. I did like some of the interrogations in the movie, but it was just an okay movie. And plus the animation, if you look into it, if you look too depth into it, it kind of falls apart and just looks like Archer. So yeah, but also they made Jim Gordon like really ginger in this movie, so that's interesting. So yeah, it was a pretty alright movie. Jensen, Troy Baker, the Joker. He's always good. Troy Baker is never bad as the Joker. But Not bad, not a bad movie to be honest. Then, but it's kind of a letdown for the source material, which I haven't seen, but what I've heard doesn't. I haven't read the source material, but from what I know, just felt Jim is really ginger in Rebirth as well. Okay, good to know. Good to know. But yeah, this is a pretty all right movie, and that's just my thoughts. Okay, that's it for the Batman Launch Halloween spoilers. The movie 7 out of 10. So yeah, I usually get boring movies 6 out of 10, and then everything after six is usually just bad. Like
Yeah,
five
I
out
think
of
maybe
ten.
the
Like
movie might be better after you watch part two because it will be
yeah,
more
or if
complete.
I just rewatch it. So yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, like this is how I judge. Four, either really bad and just kind of whatever. 5 out of 10 is like I like half of it, didn't like the other half. 3 out of 10 is just awful. 2 out of 10, 2 out of 10, and 1 out of 10. I've never made any movie like that, but that's just like some of the earth bad. But yeah, there we go.
Just well,
That
Justin rated a 6 out of 10.
what?
Well, Justin call it a 6 out of 10.
No, no, good meme. 6 out of 10. That's not how I roll. But yeah, that's it. And now, uh, let's just hop back in. Part two has a big reveal. Part one was basically just the start of the book. Okay, but let's jump into back into the TVA and let's just talk about Loki. Episode 3, titled Lamentus. In this episode, Loki hunts down the variant, cross time, and then they are left stranded on an apocalypse, one of the worst in history for Lamentus 1. And it's when a moon is crashing into Lamentus. Super, are you there? We're having a Loki discussion.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm letting you just recap stuff.
Okay, okay. But yeah, that's it. They have to survive in the Lamentus thing, and we get more insight on the villain's motives and if the TVA is full of shit or not. So yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay, so I think this is a good episode. A lot of people are calling it a filler, which
How's
they're
it a filler?
wrong in my opinion. Because first of all, we got a bit of information on the episode about the TVA and how they're full of crap, like Darth likes to say, but in a
Any,
different way.
any,
And
honestly, anything that moves the plot forward is not filler at all. Mando season 2, episode 2, the spider episode was filler, in my opinion. That's
that was filler, but this episode wasn't filler because first of all, it pushed the story forward just a bit, and also it was a more of a character-driven episode than a plot-driven episode, like the other two episodes. If you know what
yeah,
I mean.
yeah.
We
We
get
get
to
more
have some of the
insight.
motivations for Sylvie, and getting more character depth with Loki and their connection. Like it's more character driven than plot driven, which is fine.
But let's talk about Sylvie over here. So honestly, I know Super you think that she's actually a variant of Loki and not Enchantress. Honestly, the more evidence I'm getting that is she's a mixture of both, but still Enchantress mostly. Because
I
one,
saw that they were inspired by both, and they created a brand new character. So Sylvie is a brand new character for the show.
but one thing that doesn't line up, it doesn't really make sense, is her story. Like I get variation of the Loki story can happen, and but I can't find Loki's place on the timeline from what I'm hearing because like she was told of the frost giants, so was the regular Loki, right? But she acted like she didn't go and find it, and she was super sad about it. And she was brought into the TVA as a young girl, which is making me think that the event started when Laufey made something other than Loki, a daughter version of Loki, and Odin took that in, and that's the variation of what I think. But she learns more powers and becomes the Enchantress, not Loki, because she doesn't like to be called Loki. She doesn't like to be called it. She likes to be called Sylvie, and in the comics, Sylvie is the name of the Enchantress. Epic conspiracy theory evidence to the evidence to that. Super, go ahead.
Yeah, but she's gonna have a very different backstory than Sylvie in the comics, making her kind of a very new character of some sorts. That's what I heard.
Yeah, and plus we still have we saw that she was running to the TVA as a young girl, so like that's what it makes sense. And also the TVA big bombshell are variants. They're all variants like Loki and all of them. They're just variants from the sacred timeline. And you know what really confuses me? If the Avengers, what they did was supposed to happen, right? So they're supposed to always go back in time. They're supposed to always do that. Does very does the how does the thing happen? Did they just say it's like when something is not supposed to happen, just happen? But how? Like, is it someone who goes back in time, and then someone in the branch reality there cascades it into other events, or does it just happen naturally? Because in episode one, which I just watched again, the hunter said some jackass got a time machine and went back to get oil. But if it's part of the sacred timeline, then when that's supposed to happen? Not really, honestly. I'm just confused on how they're handling it. Because honestly, I just think would make sense. Because wouldn't Thanos then and Nebula be variants because they're out of the timeline, but now in the sacred timeline, or was that still always supposed to happen? It doesn't really make much sense once you delve into it.
Yeah, but don't take them too seriously because they're gonna be full of crap at the end, and then you're gonna say, "Oh, so that's why they didn't take took care of some stuff because they
I
were
do,
full of crap and
I,
they
do-
aren't actually legit."
I do kind of understand like the TVA, the timekeepers are in their cubicle, right? And just tying like the rope, which is the sacred timeline, just tying it together, unloosening all the branches to make it straight. And then once they're done, they meet in the end of time, which makes sense. But how are you saying that it's not people in the sacred timeline who goes back in time? It doesn't really make much sense. But I guess it's just if you're in the sacred timeline, you go back in time, that happens.
And that happened.
That's just happened. I don't think any of the timekeepers are Kang, but it could be, honestly. Kang sees control of the
Do
TVA.
you do you believe that theory that it's Kang, Loki, and Mobius?
That's actually interesting, but no. Because then, unless it's a Loki variant of the multiversal war, maybe. They have to explain it clearly. Right now, I'm just thinking too deep into it, which I always do with time travel. But yeah,
Time travel.
I mean, I don't usually see this as an absolute win, but hey, Loki's a really good show, and this episode was pretty good. I need to rewatch it because Sylvie was pretty good, and we also got another Zemo scene, man.
We got a similar type scene with Loki being drunk.
The whole song is in Norwegian, right?
Yeah,
And
people have
but,
translated.
but Disney Plus says sings in Asgardian. Thank you, that's so helpful. I definitely wanted to learn the lyrics. Sings in Asgardian.
Yeah, they just say it's as Guardian, but it's pretty much. What?
Norwegian.
Yeah, there you go.
No,
I'm
it's
not even
North.
gonna try to even pronounce the word because I'm not gonna make a fool of myself here. But yeah,
How do you
I mean they just inspire from a language. Like I know the Wakandan language is inspired on Siberian, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's another language, but it is inspired by a real life language. Just with Asgard, it's just
let,
inspired by another language in real life.
let,
So that's how
let
people
me give you
translate it.
a brief history lesson on Asgardians. So, much like Eternals, they're actually Eternals, but the beliefs of the Norse people are what shaped them into their power. So they were made by Celestials in the comics. So that's what it was revealed to be. And so, yeah, they're not technically gods, or you could say they are, but with a small g, as Ego says.
Smoji.
Small g.
Smoji.
But this episode, give it an 8 out of 10. Pretty nice, pretty good. But I want them to explore more. The Sacred Timeline just got fucked up. They need to go explore more stuff. So yeah, super. Your thoughts? Final thought?
Thoughts on Loki? I think it's a really good episode. Just keeps pushing this story forward and the characters forward. I'm really excited to see the fourth episode because they teased the timekeepers today. They post the statue of the timekeepers on Marvel's Instagram,
Oh,
and I think I heard that Tom Hiddleston said that the fourth episode is just gonna blow our minds. Like it's just gonna
Yep, it's the sixth
it's
episode. Like
yeah
it's sixth episode like Falcon and Winter Soldier, and we had a massive shocker in the fourth episode. So hey,
yeah, it was a massive shocker, and then kind of it pretty much changed the show as a whole.
and everyone's saying that it's super shocking to be that they bombed the Sacred Timeline, but like it's just I think it's just the main focus of the show. Loki trying to fix the broken timeline that Enchantress did, and you should say the first two episodes are kind of your exposition into the main conflict, and then it goes into that. So yeah, the whole show is about Loki fixing the timeline.
Mhm.
But yeah, we'll see what happens, and
Yeah, I'm really excited
we'll
for
talk,
tomorrow. I really
we'll,
want to check it out.
we'll talk about the next episode on Friday or probably Sunday, but Saturday because
You'll never know.
behind the Bricks podcast will be starting on Fridays around the area of 8 to it's around the area before 12 or after 8. So around that area, stay tuned for that on Friday. But yeah, just because something big happens doesn't mean it's a massive twist. But next up, here we are. Let's talk about Star Wars: The Bad Batch, and this episode was called Bounty Lost.
Oh, Bad Batch. Okay, well, see you guys. I'm gonna dip out for a second.
This episode was called Bounty Lost, and it's about Cad Bane and Omega. And last episode was super good, right? I thought this one was alright. You see, with Mando, they lasted about 2 episodes trying to get Grogu back after he was captured. This one they did like 1 episode and then they went back to normal. That's what I think. There's no lasting conflict in this show. So the thing that Cad Bane just captured Omega, she escaped in the next episode, goes back to the Hunter and Omega, and nothing else happened. Just kind of annoying because like the last episode was super good. I thought it was gonna have lasting impact, but right now, eh. I mean, it's not bad. I don't think the show's bad anymore or boring, but I feel like this one should have been better. But hey, Fennec versus Cad Bane. I mean, I don't think anything else would allow you to do that in Star Wars. So that's really cool to have. I still, god damn it, give us a Star Wars bounty hunter game. I know we've had one, but I just want one with like it doesn't even matter, just like an online one with Boba, Cad Bane, Django, Fennec, Dengar, Bosk. I just want something like that. It'd just be awesome to have. Aurora Singh. So that match is very much a Clone Wars sequel. It's not even a sequel. It's just Clone Wars season 8. I just wish this show would have more to it. So yeah, I don't think this show is going to be remembered by anyone. Out of all the Disney Plus shows for Star Wars and Marvel, this is definitely the one on the list of my list. But the show is a 7 out of 10. Honestly, still. It's got 16 more episodes, and my brother's boyfriend said, "You just gotta let it soil. You just gotta let they have time to do other things." So yeah, just that's just that. That's it for the Bad Batch, and let's talk about Super Can Return now.
Let's go! Not 10 minutes of Bad Batch. Woo!
I believe there's a bounty hunter themed game coming. I wish that canceled Star Wars game actually happened for 1313. I wish that actually was a game because I would love a Star Wars shooter story game besides Battlefront, which is just a mixture of everything. That would have been so cool to get, and it would be a great antithesis to Jedi Fallen Order. That would have been awesome to get. But let's talk about Marvel Shang-Chi trailer. So we just got bombshells dropped on us, but let's start at the beginning. So we get a brief history on Wenwu, the Mandarin, just going back in time, not going back in time, just a flashback of his life in ancient times and fighting wars, getting the Ten Rings to power. And so, yeah, we see more thing and how Shang-Chi hates him even more. But, and then the bombshell is that we find out that a bracket, and it's been confirmed now, a bracket in this tournament is Abomination from the Incredible Hulk and Wong from Doctor Strange Infinity War fight in Endgame fighting in a in the tournament, which is just so crazy. Abomination and Wong. Like what? And I liked the theory of why Wong is fighting in the tournament because the sorcerers would like all mystic artifacts and get them out of evil hands. So I think
That might
and the,
actually be a good idea.
and the
Cause,
prize would be the 10 rings.
yeah, because I was wondering why Wong was fighting in the tournament. Like Abomination, I do get it. You know, I feel like I can see him getting on a tournament or whatever. But
Uh,
Wong, I was like, that's so out of place. I wonder
yeah,
what's gonna be
General,
the explanation.
General Ross could just want more weapons with America. So that's why he was studying gamma radiation. It was to recreate the super soldier serum and get more weapons for America. Fun fact, that's why Bruce was studying gamma radiation. He was supposed for the super soldier serum. And of course, he became the Hulk. So, yeah, that's probably why. And he's probably going to say, like, hey, Abomination, give me these rings, win the tournament, and yeah, you can get your freedom. But also, there was just way more than that. There's like this portal to like some sort of mystic realm, right? And then we don't see when Shang-Chi is near that portal, he's in regular clothes, but then in one shot he has his super suit on. And also a fucking dragon. A dragon. What the hell? It's a great detector, which they said Shin Fang Zoom, which I believe people say is problematic. But we get the Drake Protector from the Lego set, which no breakdowning knowledge the Lego set besides 3P film. But yeah, we get a fucking dragon. I don't know why he's there. I don't know what he's doing. But in the comics, the 10 rings belong to Fing Fang Foom, so that should be the antithesis. And by the way, all the people saying that Mandarin and six want 10 rings. Okay, by definition, one of them, a ring, is either a piece of jewelry or it's in ring shape. And plus, you don't know that actual martial artists use stuff like that. Like they're called iron guards or something. They actually use stuff like that, real martial artists. So it's even better deep cut there. And also, we see how Lego kind of gets that little whip function because he uses those whips. Like that's kind of cool. But yeah, it's also got rap music. I do like the fact that Shang-Chi is just like unkillable to most people. He's like so tough now. But
Mm-hmm.
also, I think I don't know why, but I just kind of see that they're putting in like airbenders in. Like that's just like so overused, honestly. Airbenders. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know what I'm saying about airbenders, but hey,
Yeah. I feel like Shang-Chi is gonna be a really good movie. Like I'm more hyped for Shang-Chi than Black Widow, if I'm being quite honest.
Black Widow comes out in 10 days, and we're still more hyped for Shang-Chi.
Yeah, I think Shang-Chi is getting some great trailers as well, unlike
And Spider-Man, and
Eternals.
Spider-Man, we don't even have a trailer, and we're still hyped. So be an Andrew Tate.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm really surprised how much hype this movie is, causing in me, because it's a new hero.
We're fucking
It takes a lot to earn um
an artist.
what's called your love, because
You
they
know
need
how on your
charisma and all. What?
super. I don't know if you have this, but you know how on your cell phones, and you go like to the most leftist, the left of the screen on your home screen, they give you like these recommended articles from Google. Do you have
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
I got one that Shang-Chi is one of the one of the few superheroes that have had no teases before. He joins the club. Like there was one, like it had Ant-Man. Ant-Man had no tease. I'm pretty sure Doctor Strange, Hulk. They didn't have any post-credit scenes or any evidence of them showing up. So yeah,
mm,
yeah,
gotcha.
a little interesting fun fact right there.
Little
Let's
fun fact.
let's talk about DC now. James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, which I gotta say, will we cover the Suicide Squad? Yes. The reason why I'm pushing behind the Bricks episodes to Fridays is because the Suicide Squad will come out on a Friday, and that week I will not be there, and so Super can just watch it on HBO Max, no problem, and I won't have to be here and be spoiled of it, and Super can go in depth on the Suicide Squad because I won't be here. I'll be at summer camp, and yeah, I can watch it with my brother now and not have to be spoiled of anything. So It's gonna be great.
Either I have to go with a guess, or I'm just gonna
You
pray
look
to
like
Asian
you're
that he comes back.
Asian. You're either or. I hope Asian comes back at some point. I don't know why he doesn't want to come back.
Imagine if he forgot. This is the
He probably
thing.
doesn't want to do it anymore.
That would be funny.
He
We
probably
still
does.
love you, Asian. You're so great.
Asian, we like you, but come back, bro. We need you. But now let's talk about this trailer. All right, so we find out what Bloodsport is famous for. He shot Superman and put him in intensive care unit. So yeah, he shot Superman and put him in the ICU. And it's weird how James Gunn said he doesn't even know which Superman because the DCU is such a mess. And
Yeah, that
the
was like that stuff.
he did confirm this was in the DCU. And by the way, his breakdown, like, dude, get a mic. Your
Bro,
audio is
this yeah, I know. His audio is worse than Darts, and Darts is pretty bad, you know.
bro. What? I'm literally on my phone. How is my audio bad right now?
Ah, not the
Your audio is
best.
pretty bad.
It's not the best, but
Man, you sounded
it's
like you
all
were
right.
on auto tune.
An auto tune? Well, that was because I didn't have my
Yeah,
headset
yeah.
on. He was complaining that my mic was bad, and I was like telling him, "Okay, this is my computer. I'm talking through my computer. It's not my headset." And he was complaining that was my headset.
It's a bit muffled. Well,
Right
maybe
now,
my audio. I think I maybe should put my audio on speakerphone then. I
that's
guess
actually better now. I don't know what you did, but that's better.
audio on speakerphone. It's on speakerphone now. How's it?
Oh
How's
my
it?
god, it sounds so good. It sounds so much better. What have
Hey,
you been doing your entire life, Darth?
I've been lied to. I always put my phone on speakerphone for some reason. But yeah. So Jai Courtney talks again, which is great. He's talking in the trailer. So we get a look at the Suicide Squad's first mission, and it's probably the one where most of the squad besides Harley dies because all the people besides Harley we don't see at all after that mission. So everyone on that copter is probably dead besides Rick Flag and Harley.
Yeah.
So and also Rick Flag and Harley look like they have a little bit of war buddies thing going on. Like they look like good friends in this one. Not not like they're in love or anything, just like good friends. And also we get more stuff with Starro, which is awesome. You could even see in one shot he's pushing a building down on Harley. Like he's so smart, he decides to push it down on the clown lady, and you can see his eye. You can see how cool it looks. It looks so creepy. And also the whole star rose coming down, like it's awesome. This is going to be a cool villain. We have to be glad he's getting more love because Starro is so cool. If you know in Arkham Knight, he has a little Easter egg in the Matter of the Family DLC, which I need a new Arkham Knight copy. But you can see there that he's in the tank. He's there. He's in the Arkham universe. He's literally in a tank. So yeah. Also, we get more of Sylvester Stallone, King Shark, and apparently King Shark's real name is called Nanaue, and of course Rick Flag has code names for everyone, but I don't think he even has a code name for King Shark. He's just gonna call him Nanaue because that's his real name. But
Interesting. I didn't know that.
yeah, yeah. Also, I think the Thinker, because we get more of him, and he's the one who said this is suicide. Um, we get more of him, and I think I like the idea that he's a one of because Starro is in Jotunheim, a Nazi prison. He's in the Jotunheim, and I like the idea that the Thinker controls Starro, and then Starro breaks free, of course, because he's got to fight the Suicide Squad.
Mhm.
And the Thinker has the key to it. And I like the idea that he's just a Nazi scientist who experimented on himself to become a metahuman. Also, Polka Dot Man, I also like the theory on Polka Dot Man, is that he was so happy when he said, I'm a superhero, right? Like, he
Mhm.
was so gleeful. I like the idea that he was a failed superhero. He tried to be a superhero, but his dots are so dangerous, like they literally melt through stuff, that he killed a bunch of people, and that's why he was in prison in the Suicide Squad. And that's why he was so happy. And then Starro most likely will probably step on him. I hope
Oh, come on, man.
they probably won't step on Polka Dot Man. I think everyone in that final battle with Starro and not in that mission is gonna survive. Probably, maybe, like they might kill off Bloodsport or something. I don't know.
Maybe
Hey,
it's a
Super, do you
dramatic
think?
effect.
Hey, Super, do you think the Thinker will be better than Floaty Guy Chair from the Flash?
I don't know. I actually like Clifford DeVoe on The Flash.
I mean, DeVoe in this looks more comic accurate, like super comic accurate. Like he's no Professor Evil Professor X. No, he has the nodes in his head. Like that's what the Thinker looks like. Clifford DeVoe.
Wait, yeah, I mean that's I think his most iconic look.
Yeah, and James Gunn, of course, is going to go to the accurate side and not be like the cringe W. Which I did like the villain in the Flash. Don't get me wrong. I like Flash season 4. It was a nice season. But
Hmm.
yeah, what else should we talk about? It appears that his daughter, Bloodsport's daughter, doesn't like him that much because yeah, she kind of was angry when talking to him about her court date and his wallet and he could help. She looked pretty pissed at him, but of course Bloodsport loves his daughter even though she hates him. Of course, Bloodsport would love his daughter, and that's why when he found out Amanda Waller was threatening her, he would put the knife up to her, not a knife, just the pen, and then threaten to shoot her. Not shoot her, stab her. But yeah, very interesting. Very interesting trailer. Can't wait to see this movie when it hits
Yeah,
August
same.
6th. When it hits August 6th in theaters and on HBO Max, and Super will cover it alone with a guest, of course. But
Yeah.
we've now hit the foe is played by Peter Cabaldi, the 12th Doctor, so that's hype. Ooh, that's interesting. This
Yes.
is suicide. But yeah, this is some interesting news. The WandaVision post-credit scene was changed,
Uh huh. Yeah.
and trees, and not just trees, but trees and other stuff was there. But also, you can see like a little floating thing in the top left of your corner. If you look hard enough, you see a top floating thing, and I do think that's Doctor Strange in his astral form. It's so
Really?
it's so weird. They pulled a George Lucas and changed the scene. Yeah, you could see a floating thing. It's like one of those anomalies you see in like Ghost Adventures and stuff. Like it's that
Do you
cool.
really want me to break your reality?
What?
Because I saw someone explaining that's just a mistake.
God damn it. Hey, who cares if it's a mistake or not? Marvel could just say, yeah, that's Doctor Strange, just monitoring her.
It's
Let's
just a
cover
mistake.
up the mistake. Marvel hasn't actually said it's a mistake. So hey.
I mean, someone literally just went back and did this stuff that Disney were doing to change the
Why
editing on WandaVision, and
why would they change the post credit scene if not to have something
bec-
like that?
because they had to rush out the editing and they wanted to maybe just make it look better, and they left an editing mistake again.
I don't think anyone had an issue with how the cabin looked.
Still, I think I still they just wanted to go back and change some stuff.
Yeah, I just
They
pulled George.
probably did it. They probably did it with other scenes too, and no one has noticed because they didn't left any editing mistake. Again, one version was a bit brushed out. That's why they cut out one episode as well because they had to brush it out things, and the editing was one of those things. They had to rush out the editing and the visual effects.
But hey, the thing, Darth's really trying to project one of his favorite superheroes into WandaVision. Yeah, Doctor Strange is my third or fourth, I don't really know, favorite Marvel character. Hey, so like I wish Moon Knight, Daredevil, and Punisher were in more stuff that I have seen. Is they're like super famous Marvel characters. Everyone loves them more than Iron Man and all of them. And like I haven't seen much with them, so they're not even in my top 10. I really want them to be because they're such cool characters in context. But I just don't know much stories with Daredevil and stuff. So We need a Daredevil game or something. A Daredevil. What if it's a Daredevil VR game? Imagine that. And then you're just
Yeah,
blind the
something
whole game.
like that happened.
No, like you're just blind the whole game. You can't see anything. You have to
Oh,
use
true,
your
true, true.
abilities.
Now I get what you're saying. Now I get what you're
You
saying.
have to use your abilities to fight things. Like I heard the Iron Man VR game was pretty good. Like
Yeah, I
that's
think it's pretty good. Hey, you want me to play the video that explains it? Just the audio?
short, but you can always just share your screen.
I have it on my phone. I'm too lazy to
Well,
put it
god
out on
damn
mine.
it, super. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's try. If you guys can hear it well. Oh well. I tried.
You haven't heard, Disney recently edited the after credit scene of the last episode of WandaVision. They added a lot of trees and removed this duck. But what people are mainly focused on is this thing coming down the hill. There's a lot of speculation, but here's proof that it's literally an editing mistake. What happened is someone noticed that this light shining through this window was distracting, so someone had to remove it. I don't know exactly what tool they used, but for this example, I'm just going to use After Effects' content aware filter. I just mask out this area, roughly track it, and now it's gone. But what they forgot to do is remove it in the previous frames. Look, it perfectly lines up. That's literally all it is. I hope I cleared this up before people make any dumb guesses like, that looks like Doctor Strange, or heck, it could even be...
Okay, stop,
Oh
stop,
my god!
stop. Okay.
They just proved you wrong.
I bet you got it from a 60-second TikTok or Instagram thing. Which I do
No,
not.
I actually got it.
Did you know in Guardians of the Galaxy you saw the Watchers when they were actually not just there because they had completely different capes and they were just walking around? Why would they just be walking around on Xandar?
I actually got it from 3C Films, and
Okay,
he's a really trustworthy
that's all.
source.
But people
So
were saying that the Watchers were in Guardians 1, and I'm like, no, they weren't. They first appeared in Volume 2.
the guy even shows you how he fixed the mistake and how he left the what's called the lighting and how it perfectly lines up. Obviously, you would have to watch the actual video to see it. I was just sharing the audio, but like the guy's literally showing you why that happened. He's just not telling you.
Well,
So
okay, the One Division post-credit scene was changed, so there you go.
yeah, it
Rick
was
Darth.
kind of interesting.
Why is this? Is this one just about bullying Darth? I mean, I did make the title just ambiguous. It's just called Bird for the Suicide Squad trailer. It's just called Bird. Bird. And now I stay off the com. But let's talk about some TV show news. I think if 22 actually joined the stream, joined the Discord, and didn't have something against me for some reason, he would be here and be hyped about Justice League Dark getting a possible spinoff show on HBO Max. And Justice League Dark is the paranormal justice, so that's awesome. I mean, I want to know more about them, so this would be perfect for me. I wish they had a DC EU film, so we don't have to follow the Justice League anymore. Just follow the Justice League Dark. That'd be great. I hope it's DCEU. But then I have even more. I'd have even more motives to watch it. So, yeah. Justice League Dark is going to have a show, so watch out for that. What? Sick? Yeah, it's possible. Highlight of the stream: proving Darth wrong. Can I remove your time? I can put you in timeout. You know.
Who, me?
Yeah, I can. I can put you in timeout. You know.
I mean, I'm still on the stream, so
You want Matt Ryan to come back as Johnny? Yeah, I heard the Arrowverse. Yeah, I would like more Matt Ryan. He sounded pretty cool from what I've seen. The only thing I've seen Constantine a lot in is you know this like Justice League action show, this cartoon. Have you ever heard of it?
which one?
Justice League Action.
Justice League Action, maybe because of or DC Sin Friends. Maybe I may have heard it from them.
Well, yeah, that's really my main showing to Constantine. But I have to watch Legends. I really don't want to watch Legends, but yeah, I'll watch Legends.
He literally carries that show. He carries that show. It's the only good thing about the show.
I will watch the Arrowverse, all of it, one day, but not today.
Maybe one day. Maybe tomorrow.
I haven't even watched Flash season
Well,
7. Or Superman and Lois. I heard that Superman and Lois is pretty good, but I just do not have faith in CW that much anymore.
oh wait, what's the quote? Okay, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday. Yeah, that's Darth.
Yep. I don't agree with it. I don't like it, but I accept it. I like that. I saved that for someone who has a bad opinion. Oh, got it. I'm joking. No opinion is bad, people. Just a reminder. No opinion is bad.
Bad opinions, only right opinions exist, and those are mine.
A
My
good
opinions are
CW show? No, that's impossible. Brickle over here spreading fake rumors. Possible.
fake rumors. A good CW show? I know, it's crazy, it's whack.
It's impossible.
Yeah, current CW is pretty bad, unless you're Superman and Lois and Stargirl.
I don't even have faith in Superman and Lois after the first season because I know it's probably just gonna go downhill after that.
I mean, you could just always do what people are doing with the Flash. Just go season 1, 2, then think the show got canceled.
I think the show got canceled.
Show
Yeah.
got canceled. Oh well.
That's funny. That's funny, bro.
I
Damn,
know.
bro, so funny. All the mods showed up to laugh. Oh wait, only 3 people watching. Get more people watch. Hey, Super, watch the DCAU because you can see good shows and characters, and also 90s cartoon stuff.
I'll watch all your Sunday morning cartoons one day. Don't worry.
Saturday morning, they are, dude. Super isn't a cartoon Chad fan. You know that cartoons are always something you put on Saturday morning. You always watch Saturday morning cartoons. You get your pajamas on, you get your cereal, and you start eating it in front of say Gargoyles or stuff like that, or Batman the Animated Series, anything that goes on Fox Kids. That's what you do. Now we have HBO Max. So
I'll
that's
watch it
what you
on
did.
Saturday morning now. Not even
Hey,
kidding
Sue
you.
or me, and Sue or me and Super. Exactly, Brickle. Hey, Brickle made it to the stream, but less active. This is why I don't like doing the podcast mostly on my channel. No one really is here. This is
I'm here, right?
yeah. Agent really needs to come back. I don't know why he's not coming back. I have to ask him why.
We lost the cloud, guys. That's the thing. That's the main reason why we want Asian to come back. We lost our cloud. We need him back.
Yeah, we lost our main thing. Yeah,
We're kidding. Don't send this to Asian and
we're
make it up
kidding. We're
out of context clip,
definitely
okay?
kidding. We're definitely. Hey, Koto, no problem. We're just finishing up the cinema section. We still have Lego and games to talk about, so no problem there. But let's
So,
now. Is that what we have? Oh, also Smallville. They're working for Smallville, which has a ton of seasons. I have like a lot of the
they have
seasons.
like 10 seasons. It's scary.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but I have a lot of the main seasons, on DVD over here. So, but I'll watch eventually. But they're continuing it into animated form. So just watch out for that. That'd be really cool to see because
10 more
the
seasons.
whole
Let's go.
the whole show is the origin of Superman into 10 seasons. Then at the end of season 10, he starts becoming Superman, which is like, you want to watch a show about Clark Kent? Here you go. But now we have an animated Superman show in Smallville universe, which I guess would be canon to the Arrowverse. I'm not sure because everything got destroyed and erased, and then everything got resetted, so Crisis never happened. Which is why the DCEU is probably not acknowledging Crisis.
I
But
feel like, I feel like it will with the Flash movie when we have Grant Gustin come in.
it could be, but also the Flash went back in time in the normal multiverse, so like he went back in time to before the multiverse got destroyed. Remember that.
Mm.
He reset everything back to the timeline. New Smallville, love that show. My jacket is from Smallville Fash. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I want to watch Gotham first to see if I like a show based around a superhero, but doesn't actually have the superhero as the superhero. Like Gotham and Smallville are kind of in the same boat right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Smallville is continuing animation, so check that out if you guys like Smallville. But
Premiering Saturday mornings on CW.
god damn it, super. But let's move on to Lego, and let's talk about LegoCon.
CringeCon, let's go.
I'm not mad about the fact that everything was the thing that revealed were stuff we've already seen because the stuff leaked, but also they could have had better leak management. But
Hmm.
the fact that they're not going to reveal the gunship at all, which is what people wanted, it doesn't really make sense. Why not reveal the gunship and just let it leak? It doesn't really make much sense there. It might not even come out this year, probably.
I think it will come out this year. If it doesn't, I'll be very surprised.
But yeah, it was kind of cringe, as people say. Nothing got revealed. What else? Why people didn't like LegoCon Super? You have a whole list for that. Why didn't people like LegoCon?
Why
I only
didn't
watched,
people like LegoCon? Okay, let's see.
I only watched around 5 to 10 minutes of it, so I don't really know.
Okay,
I
so
was at my sister's graduation party. Okay, I only watched
okay,
5 to 10 minutes of it.
okay. So first of all, the stream crashed a couple times, so that
Of course,
wasn't fun. Then okay, so most of the stuff was interviews slash Q&As and activities, then actual
very
reveals.
very safe Q&As, right? Because people are going to be asking about DC and stuff.
I mean, officially they're called Q&As. Hopefully, they're being honest about it. Hopefully, but I don't know. They have a lack of set reveals. We only got three actual set reveals. Well, yeah, we got three set reveals and one piece of information, which is that we're getting a soccer Lego idea set. One of the soccer um tables.
Like
Soccer tables.
foosball table. Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, that's gonna be a Lego idea set.
That's
That,
awesome. That's actually awesome to hear. Is that
yeah,
like a was that accepted? Did people actually make that, or is it like that a competition?
it was a
Like the
competition, I
car?
think, and they just
So it's
announced.
probably going to be a gift with purchase or something.
Ah, true.
Mm.
Yeah. What else? It was, they always said, well, this is targeted to all ages, but it was all over the place. Because the interviews, yeah, it was targeted to A-falls, I would say, like when they had the astronaut, but then they started like dancing with LLAMA, and that was like very kid-like targeted. So I don't really know who they were targeting here. Like I just don't get it. So they didn't really know who they were trying to target. Even the Lego themselves said that they were trying to target 6 to 12-year-olds, and that's like, bro,
Where are you?
6 to 12 years aren't gonna be watching a con. They're gonna be
Where
watching a cartoon.
Let's say where you start your dark ages. But also I think the only really new thing that we didn't expect was they have a poll right now. It ends Friday, and
Hmm.
it um
On Twitter,
three
yeah.
Minecraft skins, and it's a ninja, a warrior, and a ranger, and you can
Yeah,
go
that's
vote.
actually pretty cool because it reminds me of Minecon because they do that type of stuff. Like, hey, choose next mod, not mod, mob.
and
Choose the
and then
next mod for next year.
and then that will be in development for next year's line of sets, like
Yeah,
Kai from Ninjago. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That's very cool.
and everyone's going to be voting for Ninja because of Cringe Jago. So
Cringe, go, cringe, go, go.
Jago's pretty cool. I just haven't done it, and I still think that it's
Mm.
about other stuff.
Oh no, wait. Can I address something real quick?
What?
It's also about LegoCon. So I saw a lot of people just being quite rude and mean to the host when they shouldn't be doing that type of stuff because it's not really their fault. They were just following orders from Lego. Like the way they were acting and the way they were saying stuff, that was how Lego told them to do stuff. It's not their fault. They're just doing their job. So if you were like making fun of the one of the hosts
You
because
can
they were like being cringy or something, don't
you
be mean to them because they're just doing their job and they're just following orders.
yeah, you can be disappointed in the content, right? Like a lot of people in the Ashen server. were disappointed in Ministerials today after they
Hmm.
found out that he apologized for the things. But the people there were also pretty upset that he said some things back then. But then he did apologize, and then yeah, but yeah, good soldiers follow orders. What do you mean?
I mean, I honestly don't get how that related to that, but yeah, yes,
Yeah,
I'm just
but
gonna
it's
say
just
yes.
saying don't make fun of the content, don't make fun of the creators. That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. I
But good
just yeah.
soldiers follow orders. What do you mean? What do you mean? Can you
I
elaborate
mean,
on that, Brickle? Can we have Brickle in here or just talk about that? Let's get
who?
Brickle in here.
No, I was talking about because
I'm
the way
joking.
they acted, that was all scripted by Lego themselves. Like
Yeah, of
Lego
course Lego
themselves
is
were
gonna be.
yeah,
Of
they were
course
telling them,
Lego.
okay, you need to be very excited and you need to
Yeah, of
be
course
very.
Lego is gonna be like that. It's a kids. People forget it's a toy mostly aimed for children. It's a toy. It's a children's toy. That's
Mhm.
what Lego is. You could say it's not a kid's toy like the Clone Wars and it's a kid's show. No, it's a show made for kids. It's a toy made for kids. That's what it is. And so
But
they're going to be over the top because that's what kids like. They like cringe over the top YouTubers. YouTubers like Mort who screams all the time. By the way, Mort quit YouTube because he hated doing that. So
mhm.
Mort isn't actually a bad guy. So that's cool.
But yeah, I just don't agree with people just making fun of the host or just being mean to the host in general.
They're
Like you
just
don't know how to
doing
do
their
your
job.
job or whatever. Like come on, man.
They're just
They
doing
just
their job. They did nothing wrong.
yeah, exactly. So please don't make fun of the host. I was pretty disappointed seeing a lot of people doing that. So yeah.
But essentially, LegoCon was just a big disappointment to people. You can, of course, just watch a bunch of people's review, like Jessica Good, Mini Superheroes Today. They have reviews on that LegoCon. So just check those out for full thoughts. It's super. Did you watch the whole thing?
I missed the beginning because I actually slept through it. Because I actually woke up at 10, but then
Again,
I fall asleep, and then
again,
it was 12:46, and I was like, oh crap, LegoCon started. Well, let me watch the stream.
again. I was at my sister's graduation party, so yeah.
While you were at your sister's graduation party, I was just sleeping like a baby.
Yeah, he was just being cringe. Morrison actually quit. He still uploads. Well, he's doing more what he wants, which is a good thing.
This is much
Did
streaming
you,
laser. Yeah, I guess
did
so.
you see that whole thing in Mr. Beast ads? And he said, "Don't let Mords copy your city." And that was just a big dig at him. Did you see that,
Oh
Spirit?
really? Nah, I don't think I have.
Yeah, Chandler roast Mords. Go watch that real quick. It's pretty. It's like 5 seconds. Look it up and watch it. It's kind of funny.
Okay.
And while Super does that, yeah, be nice to people. Don't be mad at Don't be mad at the content creators. Be mad at the content.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Give your honest review. Like, don't be hating on on Ryan Johnson because he made The Last Jedi. No, hate on him if he said something truly bad. Don't hate on Joss Whedon just because he made Justice League. No, hate on him because what he did to Gal Gadot. Do like that. Separate the art from the creators.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like heck, even Joel Schumacher hated Batman or Robin.
Yeah, and even the hosts, they weren't making the.
They didn't
They
even
weren't the ones who made it. Even it was Lego who scripted it and decided to do all the stuff.
yeah. Be nice. Be nice to people.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, we can now move on if you want.
we're done with LegoCon, and let's talk about a leak. Scarlet Witch for WandaVision in the Disney Plus CMS leak, and honestly, the figure from what it's probably gonna have. It said something on the full-on shape and the dark hole, but the base figure, without the accessories, honestly, is a disappointment. Like the dual molded arms are cool, but like it's a disappointment. Like it lacks a lot of detail. Yeah, and the crown is just terrible. It's like that. It's so bad.
I think that's the only bad part of the figure. It's really just the hairpiece,
They
crown piece
they
thingy.
didn't fill
But
out
I'm
my
just, but I'm just gonna wait for official pictures. So it's probably gonna be a bit better because it's gonna be
yeah, but they
higher
didn't
quality.
I really hope it's a misprint because they didn't fill out the rest of the edges of the thing. No, they just printed on it. They didn't dual mold it for some reason, which is dumb. And also, you know why I liked the crown in the show, Super? You know why I liked it?
Why?
It had a bunch of detail on it. It had like an M and stuff. It had so much detail on the crown, and then the rest is just a dark, a red crown. The tiara. I mean, I guess it's going to be good now for if you want to make the Halloween Londa since it has no printing in comics. But honestly, for the finale, it's just a really disappointing figure. Honestly, but the torch,
It's not real. I mean, it's
torch,
just the hairpiece. Like I feel like the rest of the figure is fine. It's
yeah, it
great.
sounds fine. It's not going to be people's favorite. It's not going to be people's least favorite. I think the least favorite people are just going to be Peggy Carter because of the inclusion of her.
Yeah.
God, I wish this wasn't Disney Plus. Okay, you can say something about, but like, why is it going to be Disney Plus when you're literally doing the Infinity Saga wave, right? And you could give us characters we want, like Stealth Suit Cap, Homemade Spider-Man. You do all that, but then you just decided to make it Disney Plus, not give us sets that we actually want. Yeah, like you could do what if sets along with other Disney Plus stuff. Like next year, don't even do Infinity Saga Wave 2. Just do a Disney Plus wave for Moon Knight and Hawkeye and WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, and Loki, which I don't know what they would do for Loki. I'm seriously considering painting the Sierra. Yeah, painting. Why would you paint the hair brown? I mean, I guess for comic Wanda. Guess for comic Wanda, I guess, because she had brown hair, but she does have light red hair, and I think the hair is actually pretty accurate, unlike the Endgame figure. But
Hmm.
yeah, just paint the tiara, make it fill out the edges for the actual figure, and then paint it brown, I guess, for the Wanda for the comic. Yeah, for comic Wanda. Good, good, good. I mean, it's a decent figure. Very lackluster in a lot of areas, but I swear to God, if they get Falcon Cap wrong, how could you get it wrong? Besides the wings, they're going to be trash. But I hope that figure, like Falcon Cap right now, is the figure I'm most hyped for because it's probably going to be the coolest looking for the Falcon Cap.
Hmm.
But I'm also worried of how they're going to do Sylvie.
Sylvia. Oh, because of the crown. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also worried they probably won't even do her with the crown. Maybe
I don't know.
he does lose the crown and stuff. Um, yeah, that's it for Lego, I guess. I mean, if there's anything else that we didn't cover, anything new, um, tell us about it in the comments or uh stream right now. But move on to gaming, and it's mostly Fortnite. Super.
Fortnite, Fortnite, Fortnite all day, all night, all night. So Fortnite.
I muted you.
So Fortnite. How about that?
I muted you. But there's a big event going on. It's called Cosmic Summer. So the Epic employees are going on vacation for 14 days, and they left this for us. And so it's a bunch of challenges, and right now it's really disappointing that it's all creative. Like it should have been like light 10 campfires for the s'more pickaxe, or swim 100 meters for the surfboard, or like that. But
When does that end, by the way?
um, well, it started on Tuesday of last week,
Hmm.
so Tuesday of next week, I guess.
Okay.
It didn't start yesterday though. I mean today. What? It didn't start today. It's 2 weeks. So last week and then next week on Tuesday will be
Mhm.
the end of shopping summer. And I recommend doing them all just because of XP if you still need to grind. But
Yeah,
honestly,
but
like
they have also items.
awesome, yeah, a lot of item items. Like the surfboard is really nice. But yeah, you can get free items and free styles if you do them, and you also get 20,000 XP.
Yeah, I
But
see why wouldn't you do it? I see why I don't see why wouldn't you do it. There you go.
and
That's what I was going to say.
it's also really easy to just put in a code in creative and do it with your friends and not have to deal with all the stupid sweats and biozones.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's honestly a pretty nice thing to have. It's like Winterfest, but they don't give us a free skin. So yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
But Now we do have some Marvel cross, and also Summer Midas is pretty nice. It's pretty nice skin. Summer Brutus, pretty nice too. Summer Ruby, the Simps are gonna go insane, like they are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like we made
but
it work. I'm kidding.
yeah, they're good skins, and we can talk about some collab because we've hit an hour mark, and I don't have to stall for time.
Yes,
Let's
time.
time travel. Me turns the clock back on my watch, the TVA.
The TVA. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, yep. But yeah, Loki has joined the Fortnite thing as the July screw pack. Um, the face is awkward to me. It's a lot like Black Widow. It doesn't look like Tom Hiddleston at all. And but like Thanos looks just like Josh Brolin. He looks very nice. This one doesn't look like Tom Hiddleston. The rest of the skin's pretty nice though. I'm glad that the Chitauri chariot doesn't look like a Chitauri chariot lighter. But yeah, the pickaxe is nice, and I hope it pickaxe. But pickaxe. I can't
Pika-
talk.
Pikachu.
But yeah, it's MCU Loki from 2012 Avengers. But I hope it has some variants, some styles, food.
No, it's not gonna have any styles. It's
It's
not
not
gonna have
gonna
any.
be styles really. It should have. It should have had like a variant Loki.
That would have
But
been cool, honestly. But
super
yeah,
Loki, they probably wouldn't do that. But yeah,
yeah,
that would
it's
have
MCU Loki. It is
yeah, it's
MCU
expensive.
Loki.
Yeah, Black Widow, Thanos, and Loki are the MCU skins we have right now. So yeah. Also, speaking of Thanos, he also joined the game, and he looks stellar. He's really nice. I did play the cup, but I didn't have a mic at that time, so I couldn't stream it. Played it with Taco. We got a decent amount.
French. Pretty
Um,
French.
the spray is nice. I didn't do much with the spray, but the skin is great, and also if you have the snap emote, it has a special reaction.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's also nice.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah, the snappy mode and Thanos. Yeah, that's
Well,
awesome.
what's weird though? There's an Infinity Gauntlet Blackbleeding with all the stones, and it still reacts, and he also has the Infinity Gauntlet. Like that's like two stones. Like
Yeah.
that's. But it's a nice skin. Thanos is in the game. He fits the season, and the shops have been mostly DC. So glad to see a Marvel come back for this season because Aliens. They're literally one of the biggest films in filmmaking were them fighting aliens. So nice. I
Hmm.
think that the Infinity Gauntlet was great. Yeah, he was in the LTM. You could turn into him, and now he's an official skin. I'm still surprised Galactus wasn't made into a skin at all. He had such a cool design. Why wasn't he turned into a skin? Didn't make much sense. But hey, Super, what are your thoughts on the Loki and Thanos?
Loki and Thanos. I think Thanos is perfect. Everything I could have asked for. The
If you
snappy mode reactivity is amazing. Have I bought it? No, I haven't.
well, now you can be Penn Place and you can ask them for a Inevitable row.
Imagine if I do that. Like I just DM him. Hey, I bought Thanos. Can I have inevitable now?
I mean, they would have to give you it. And I'm surprised Penn isn't playing Fortnite now.
I asked him. I literally asked him, Pen, are you gonna download Fortnite now? Like, come on, it's this is perfect timing. He said no.
Fucking
I was
Thanos.
like, come on, man,
But yeah.
come on.
In fact, the Snap was a normal emote. Later, got changed to the Marvel rarity. Yeah, I heard of it. I heard of that. Very interesting. But that's all we have for news. I mean, Super, if you have some Nintendo babble to talk about, like you have
No,
some good.
I think I don't actually. I think let's see, Nintendo. Did they put out anything this week? I don't think so, actually. Well, I mean,
Nintendo.
oh yeah, well they did put out something. Mario Golf came out, so that was nice. I haven't bought the game. I don't think I'm gonna get it because I'm right now playing through Super Mario Sunshine at the moment, and I like to play mainline games mostly, not too many spin-off games. So I'm probably just gonna focus on that. Oh, also, quick story. My wire controller is starting. It's not starting to drift. It's literally drifting all over the place. So I love how everyone's just complaining. Oh my god, Joy-Con drift is so bad. I hate it. And like, my Joy-Cons literally work perfectly till this day. Maybe not in the future, but till this day, they still work. And then I grab my wire controller, play for a bit with play for a bit with that one, and then it starts to drift like crazy. I was like, bro, why? So yeah, that was quite ironic, if you ask me. But let me
Super
see.
not that
Yeah.
Tokyo Drift. But
What?
we at Tokyo Drift. Do you now know what Tokyo? It's a Fast and Furious movie.
Oh, Tokyo Drift. Yeah. Nintendo's from Japan. Yeah, just say Tokyo Drift, dude.
Tokyo is Tokyo Japan? I'm not familiar with geography, honestly.
Tokyo, yeah.
Is it? Okay, neat,
Yeah.
neat, neat, neat. But
Yeah. Tokyo's Japan.
but also you can clean under the stick and it fixes the Joy-Con drift. Super,
You
there
can
you go.
what?
Clean under the stick and it fixes the Joy-Con drift.
Oh, there you go. You don't have to give Nintendo any money.
Well, we finally have news on the long-awaited sequel, probably one of the most waited sequels of all time. You know, GTA fan. I've been waiting for this amount of years. Skyrim fan. I've been waiting for a sequel for longer. Pathetic. What you say to me, bitch? Pathetic. And then chess fans are just like pathetic. They haven't gotten a sequel or an update in 500 years.
Yeah, I once I saw those news, I actually laughed, and I was like, "What did I laugh at this so much as I did?"
Yeah, but GTA 6 is apparently gonna launch in 2025. Yay! After going from the PS3
Dude,
to the P- to the
literally, we're
PS5.
gonna be about to reach the PS6, and that game's not gonna even come out.
Exactly, it is going to come out. PS the usually consoles last around 6 years, and the PS5 came out in 2025, so it'll be near the end of the PS5 era. So
Oh my god, I just don't get it. They're gonna be like, oh, you know what? Let's just put it on PS6. Why not?
yeah, I'm also holding my Lego Tom
So
Holland minifigure, by the way. But yes, Lego Tom Holland minifigure. I've had this for years. Like the torso, a lot of the webbing is kind of messed up.
I'm proud of you.
I've never had a rate. I like the Tom Holland minifigure. It's probably my favorite Spider-Man minifigure since the 2021. Actually, the 2021 figure is better. Besides the bad quality arm printing, very bad quality. Nice printing, nice design, very bad printing quality.
Mhm. Yeah, a bit.
But
Just a bit.
yeah, that's all we have for behind the bricks. We'll see you Saturday. This next one's going to be on Saturday, by the way, because we have to. It's currently Wednesday on EST. GTA 5 was actually cross-gen with Xbox One, PS4. Nice. But that's all we have. We'll see you on Saturday, and then after that, behind the bricks episodes will start on Friday at 8 to 12 around that time. So watch
Yes.
out for that. But Saturday is when our next episode is going to be happening. Join the Discord, subscribe to all channels, and we'll see you next time. Super closing remarks.
See y'all later. That's all I have to say, really.
See y'all
Stay
later.
super.
We're really tired. It's like almost 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Bye, guys. We'll see you next time. Thank you, Brickle and Tocha, for joining up. And also, if you joined the Discord, we have a new first one staff job team. So, yeah.
Pretty epic.
Bye, guys. See you next time. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Have a nice evening, night, day, wherever you are. Stay safe. We'll see you next time.
See ya, guys.